All right, my name's Steve. I'm from Wolverhampton. I want to say my favourite food is chips. And it's too little, too late. Yeah, too little, too late. Cook, 200. Too little, too late. He should be embarrassed. Where was he? 3 weeks ago? 4 games ago? Where was he? But where was he? Really lost it now. Should go home. Should be given the sack anyway. They're all broad. No more. Had enough. Moan I haven't got anything. I can't say Moan Anyway, that was the state of Twitter and anywhere online this last week. England fans, all they've said is too little, too late. Well, it's not too little. 244 carrying you back. More than enough. Too late? Maybe. But by the states of what I've seen, England fans would rather go 5-0 down than just to say that, just to see any sort of fight back. Disgusting.
I was just going to leave you for as long as I could. What was that intro?
That was Steve from Wolverhampton.
No, I heard what you said, but
Favourite food is chips.
right, but I don't understand the relevance.
He was saying it was too little, too late. Well, it's quite obviously not too little. Also, what does he want? What does Steve want? Does he want us to go 5-0
I don't know
down?
who Steve is. I don't get
From
it.
Wolverhampton, his favourite food is chips.
What? Someone from Wolverhampton say something.
No, it's just the state of fucking anything on Twitter, anything on Facebook.
Why did you choose someone from Wolverhampton?
Okay, that was the only accent I could do.
Okay.
Anyway, 4th test, positivity. We are not being whitewashed.
No, what
Apparently, something's coming from the ICC is that it's like a ladder match, money in the bank. Next game, winner takes all.
But did we say our prediction was sort of 4?
I think I said 4-0 because you said that you laughed at me saying it'd never be a draw.
Huh. You said
I think your prediction was 3-2, but then I've changed mine a few times.
You did say it would be weather though. the other one would be.
It was weather.
Not that resulted in the draw.
Yeah, this was weather.
Oh, I didn't get to see the last bit, so I don't know.
Most of the 4th day was called
Was
off.
it?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see it.
You want to see the covers coming on?
I don't know, mate.
Anyway, in a week where we've seen players just cheat on both sides, we're going to go straight into this test match.
Are you going to tell people? You haven't told them what we're doing.
So yeah, 4th test. We drew. Anyway, you
Who
all
was
right?
playing, mate? Who was playing?
Australia, England. It's about in Australia.
Nice. Who won the toss, mate?
Australia. Chose to bat first.
Ooh, interesting. It's the first toss that the Smithsters won.
And we got to see Tom Curran come in for... What's his name? I don't know. He was rubbish anyway.
Yeah.
No, honestly, what's his name?
Thank God for it. I prefer.
What's his
Curran.
name?
I don't know.
Brain dead moment. We're going to do comments at some point this. We haven't done comments in a while.
We haven't done comments in a while.
We'll do
And I know
comments
that
some
we've
point.
got a few spicy ones as well. I'm looking forward to the comments.
Right, anyway. Australia make 327 all out in their first innings.
Bancroft is in like a good partnership, but the guy just doesn't make any runs at all.
No, he's really
just
slow at batting as well,
just
isn't he? Right.
suffered out there for a long time.
If you were Australia, would you have a little... I'm not saying he deserves to have his taken out, because he made that 70 or 80 not out in the first game. But have another look back at the other opener. I'm having a real brain dead moment. Apparently that's like signs that you'll get Alzheimer's when you're older.
Really?
Yeah, as if you just start, like, if you can't, like, if your brain can't function properly. I mean, like, if you can't make the connections, like, you're really trying hard. Oh shit, I'm dying. Apparently, yeah, I've been doing so. Best thing to do is to do you think is to do like short-term memory stuff. This is just
Okay.
a service warning. Really.
Sorry, but what were you saying about Bancroft?
Who is the other opener that stars himself on Alistair Cook?
Oh my
Here
lord.
we go. Old age is coming on too soon.
I don't know, but I know who you're talking about. He was the guy we thought they were going to pick because
Yeah.
we both really liked him.
Would you give him a go because he might want to?
He's great. He's only like 19 though, isn't he? So
Oh, it's on the
they've
tip
got
of my
loads of
tongue.
time.
I don't want to think about it because.
You don't want to worry yourself.
No. Anyway, Warner scores a really quick 100. It's really annoying.
He was out though, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, let's be honest.
So
Anyway, this Warner's with the most. I don't know. There's a lot of them I don't like in there anymore. But Warner,
did England bowl well? Did England bowl well?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, 2 of the bowlers there. The rest of them didn't.
Okay, so no. And I mean, Steve Smith got out. That ball is just atrocious. I don't. That was a
What did you reckon about Tom Curran's?
He's all right. He's all right.
I wasn't that.
He's all right.
Overton. He comes in for Overton.
Right, yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Curran, he's all right.
But
I think at least that's some.
you would rather have the first wicket have been Warner chipped up in the air because at least he did beat him somehow, didn't he?
Yeah.
And going out for 99, that would have been sweet. Because that's really annoyed me Warner getting 100. Because I think before this series started, I wished upon him doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, well, he's actually played really well this series.
He's done. I think got a few starts. That's his first 100, isn't it? Played well in the second innings as well.
But England got a lot of wickets, just them dragging on,
Well,
bowling short, and then trying to play half cut drive thing and dragging
Australia
on to the
were 250 odd for 3, and England bowled out for 327. So that's actually pretty good resilience from England to come back and pick up those wickets. Which actually, once you get past Smith, I think you should be able to run through that team. I've said it plenty of times on this podcast. Maybe Sean Marsh, get past Sean Marsh. I think the rest of them should be able to run through them.
Tim Payne's good. He's had a good series as well.
Yeah, but he's not. It's not like he's gonna.
You're not going to run through him.
I mean, but he's not gonna run through you.
Well,
Yeah, at 50, he's not going running through.
yeah, but you can't run through someone who's going to get 50s.
Yeah, but at 50, it's not 100.
What? So you want people down at 8 and 9 getting hundreds? Sound like the England selectors.
Well, I would want Johnny Bairstow, our keepers, get 100. Yeah,
Yeah, he bats at 5.
doesn't bat at 5.
Well, he has this series.
He hasn't.
Is he not?
No, there's one person bats at 5 for England. It's Milan, the greatest ever player to have played the game.
Whatever.
Anyway, Broad forfeit after everybody saying he needs to retire. You did say I said there was rumours of him having an injury. You said I just don't think he's bowling very well. You think that was made up?
Yeah.
Came back with a 4 for 51 off 28.
Yeah. I think Stuart Broad's like the Kevin Peterson of bowling for England.
What does that mean?
As in, he can go for ages just being rubbish,
Yeah.
like proper dog,
And
then he'll have one performance and that's it for another 4 years.
I think yeah,
He'll have one spell. He'll have one spell and that'll be it. And then he just doesn't care again.
He's got 398 wickets, I think, or 397.
Yeah, he's had a few spells.
A
few really good spells.
A few good ones.
And then he's just picked up a wicket here and there.
Anderson picked up 3 for as well. Anderson's actually
I
had
don't think anyone bowled really well.
Anderson,
Stuart Broad might have taken 4 wickets, but I don't think he bowled
Anderson
really
and
well.
Broad bowled well.
No.
Well, Broad's figures 4 for 51 off 28.
Yeah,
It's
I
pretty
don't think
phenomenal.
he bowled very well.
And so's Anderson's 3 for 61 off 29. I don't think Wokes, Mo, or Tom Curran. Wokes has been disappointing. His pace has been really down as well.
Tom Curran bowled all right, but he was replacing what's his face. He was.
Why does he? You know when he runs in, why does he look like Mr. Burns?
Does look a bit like Mr. Burns.
He does, doesn't he?
He does. Did we mention in the last podcast that Steve Smith looks like Peppa Pig?
Yeah.
Because he does.
He does. Yeah.
He
That's why I
does look
mentioned it.
like Peppa Pig.
Yeah, this is the first time. Well, England
To be honest,
to
I
run
thought
through the back end of this is the first time we've seen him actually run through.
I thought the whole series would kind of be like this.
Yeah.
Sort of like not particularly great batting and not particularly great bowling. it's not been the case, but this is what I thought it would be like, where it's sort of nothingy.
So 327.
It's all right, isn't it? But
How
it's not great.
yeah? How much below
Especially-
par do you think that is?
100?
You think they should be getting
Or like-
430 on that pitch?
Yeah, 400. Just because
least,
if you
really.
bat first
Yeah, you.
on a bat, but you could,
Thing is though,
that's
is that
what you'd want.
this pitch looked like it could go on for like timeless
It's a little
tests.
bit slow, apparently. They were saying it's just a
Yeah.
smidgen bit slow, which is why people were dragging it on.
But you could see like when you get in, hard
Yes.
to get out.
Well, when you get in, you should be making doubles.
Carrying your bat even. 244. Everyone said he should go home. I didn't.
Well, I'm pretty sure you joined on the bandwagon. Listen,
No, we throughout this series said, it's up for Cook when he chooses to retire. There's no worries about him. He's just running through a bit of bad form, and now he's just spanked 244.
I'm pretty sure we had a comment saying that you can't expect Cook to suddenly hit form against this bowling attack. But
I want to check Cook's average, not because
well, he's got 244 not out now, hasn't he?
yeah, but I want to see what that does to it. Because I reckon it was about 46, just under beforehand. So, I'm just putting A Cook.
I'll tell you something else with Stoneman. I think we might have found an opener in Stoneman.
Yeah, you like him?
I quite like him. I think he was. I think it was like the same as why people were dragging it on as he's caught and bowled. He's just come through it just like a smidgen too
Yeah,
early.
well, yeah, he's come through it on a bit too early, isn't he?
So the pitch is obviously
think-
just a tiny bit slower than they were thinking.
He's kind of, got quite a few starts, hasn't he? And a couple of 50s this series. Be nice to see him go on and get a big 244.
The thing is, though, he doesn't look like he's like. He looks technically correct, which is what you want from an opener, and he's not doing anything that's massively frustrating to me. Like, he's not doing like Alex Hales, where he's just playing a massive drive and nicking it. Do you know what I mean? It's not those kind of like the caught and bowled's frustrating because that. But again, I think that's partly to do with the pitch. But I like Stoneman.
What about Vince?
Well, he hit it, didn't he?
Do you think Vince is actually
No.
the next one on the chopping block in that battle
Oh.
lineup?
Yes.
Because let's say,
Apart from Mo and Ali.
oh yeah, well, which we'll go on to. Let's say Stokes comes back in. He could come straight back in for Manali, couldn't he?
Yeah, and then we just pick a spinner.
But then, you spin it, say Tom Curran or one of those,
Exactly.
or Wokes or whoever could come out for a spinner. But I do think I wouldn't be surprised to see Milan move up to 3.
Give Milan a go at 3. Joe Root just needs to
I
take
think
the hit.
I think Milan's got the temperament at 3, hasn't he?
Yeah.
You reckon?
I
Well,
don't know. I don't even really know who he is yet. do you know what I mean? He's still. I don't think anyone's taking him seriously.
no, they have.
I'm not.
Yeah, but for some reason you won't. You don't take any of this seriously anymore.
No, I do. You were getting funny because I was getting so upset at how bad we were.
Well, we weren't bad this game.
Like I get properly annoyed.
Yeah,
Like it properly
Well,
annoys me.
we'd be playing Wolfenstein now. If we didn't have to do a podcast, we wouldn't have watched the highlights.
But they how did we bat? Not great. Not great. Look at the scorecard. There's one guy who's batted just incredibly well.
But we did make 491.
Yes, with one person making 244, 15, 17, 61, and I'm sorry, but that is embarrassing. The way he got out. That is giving up.
You sound like
Joe
Steve from
Root.
Wolverhampton.
That is embarrassing.
Oh yeah, I think
That is such a give up. You just got a short ball and yeah.
it's a mental thing now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's rubbish. At 14, 22, 20, 26, 4, and then Stuart Broad's. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on with him. Did you see? Like we were watching the highlights. That's not batting.
Oh no, of course
That's
it's
not bat. That's just like walking around and flat batting stuff. Like I think he could be Steve Smith. Like he looked the same to me.
Like, Steve Smith doesn't actually bring out the flat bat that much. Steve Smith just does the walking around a lot.
He walks around
Big.
and just They look very similar.
You know,
And then James Anderson getting out first ball and the next day, that would annoy me so
yeah,
much.
but Cookie did get to.
No, I know, but that would annoy me a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think
But
England,
how long it takes to pad up and then you got to do the check. First ball.
do you think
I wouldn't even
England
try and get him out.
should have
first ball.
should have declared?
Yeah, I
Let's-
don't know
let's
what
say
the point of going out the next day was.
Yeah. Well,
What were
I
they
mean,
hoping that Cookie got 250 and then they did
Do you think
declared?
England could have had 4 or 5 overs of that the previous evening to just give?
Oh,
the
right,
other
I see what you're saying.
Going over because they only would have got another 10, 15 runs.
Yeah.
Think maybe a mistrick there from.
Yep, maybe.
Or
I'd
do you
like
reckon
to.
he was saying carry your bat, mate.
I would have liked to have seen how he would have batted if he'd have got a go on that next day.
He'd be like, I'm carrying my bat.
but do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a shame.
I'm
that
not
actually,
sure you can send Cook out there when he's on 244 going, hit it out, mate, and then we'll come back in. I don't think so.
Before we go on to the big Cook star, let's talk about Mo. Is his time coming up?
No,
No?
not in the England selectors. For us, absolutely. But no. He'll play in the team till he retires. He won't
Right.
get replaced.
So let's say, there's a lot of chat about Mason Crane coming in for the Sydney game.
Just because, isn't it? Because we've already lost, that's why.
Well, Australia
If
have,
this series was 2-2, he wouldn't be.
Australia brought up Ashton Agar,
Right.
so they've brought him into their team to go
Is
to
that the
Sydney.
guy who got the 90
I don't know.
something in England? It's like in 2013 or something. Do you remember? And then he just disappeared again. He was a spinner, and Australia had a huge collapse. Comment if you're in it. I'm pretty sure that's Ashton Agar. He was pretty young then, and he came and he got a massive score, and they promoted him, and then he never got a run again. Then went back to county cricket and did terribly. And then
He's naturally a spinner though, just a spinner.
yeah. But he batted incredibly well for a lot of that series.
Well, something to go back into the records.
Anyway.
Let's have a look.
So they're going to play 2 spinners, are they?
Yeah. Do you think? Right. We chatted about maybe Vince being the next on the dropping block, and the idea of bringing Stokes back into this team whenever that opportunity arises.
Yeah.
Can Moeen survive in this team just as a batsman? I know he's had a-
No.
he can't.
Did you see him bat?
Not what I was tweeting out earlier.
Did you see him bat? What did you tweet?
He should be looked at as a top order batsman.
To replace Vince? You want
I'm not-
him as England number 3?
I'm not saying I want him number 3
Where do you want him?
in top order.
Where in the top order? Where are you going to fit him? What, are you going to swap him and Bairstow around? But a good one.
Thing is though, he's got what 500s for England.
Right.
The average is like 33. That's not bad for someone who
come
bats.
on. The
Owen,
guy's rubbish.
it's not bad. He averages 33, right? Stokes averages 35. Moeen Ali.
Yeah, I don't like him either.
Moeen Ali bats number 8. Johnny Bairstow bats 7, got an average of 40. Don't know how it's possible.
He
A lot of not outs.
we've done this though. We've got all the
don't
solutions to our problem within the team as far as batting.
Think, okay, no, leave it up.
Right.
We're on to do that all over again.
Yeah. But
You
Mo
honestly
and
think-
Ali, no, he doesn't get in the team.
So you think it's time to let Moeen go
Yes.
completely?
I
Even
mean,
as a-
and if he goes and scores loads of runs, I'd let him go and I'd tell him you're not getting in this team as a spinner. That's what I'd tell him.
you said there's a door open.
But listen, if you go back to county cricket, you score loads of runs. There's loads of positions as batsman, but there's a middle order missing. If you go and make loads of runs, number 3 for Worcester, then absolutely, you'll come back into the team. You're not getting picked as a spinner. You're not batting 8 and bowling badly and batting badly.
So you say, go away, Mo, go back and bat number 3 or wherever you want to bat for Worcester.
Yeah, we bring Stokes back in and then pick a spinner.
A spinner.
Give a spinner a go.
All right, fair enough.
I'll tell you what I'd rather have is a bad spinner bowl and us start rotating spinners to find an England spinner
well, I think.
rather than just
the thing is,
accepting
though,
that we don't have one.
What about if I was to say to you, honestly now, I don't know if this is true or not, and you're going to say it can't be.
Yeah.
But what if I was to say to you that in the state of English cricket with spin bowling at the moment, Moeen is our best bowler?
Well, you think he is?
Well, I don't know.
Right.
I don't think the person that they're going to play next game, which is
Leach.
No,
No,
the
that's who we hope it would be.
the leggy. What was that?
I don't know.
I heard you pull something out of his ear, and it made a noise when it hit the floor.
Something fell in my ear. Sorry, go on.
What was the Crane?
Crane, right. He might not be England's best spinner, but I think he's got some potential, and that's why they've picked him. They had no intention of playing him. If it was 2-2, they're not going to play him.
I'm not looking for potential.
Right.
I
agree.
I think.
I agree.
I think bringing up to this early will be the Graham Swan will bury him,
Right.
and then we'll have to wait 5-10 years.
No, I agree. I don't
later.
think he's England's spinner now, but I think they know that he has a good chance of becoming it.
Do you know what?
But I cannot.
We haven't spoke about spinning. We haven't actually spoke about the options in a long.
I cannot believe that Moeen Ali, if he went away bold spin in the county championship, he would come out as the England's best spinner.
No.
So that's the question, isn't it?
Rashid better? These Nutella sticks I can't get.
Right, okay.
hands off.
But I don't know. I don't know. Why can't we do that though? I was speaking to people. I went out the night before Christmas Eve, right?
Yeah. The
And
eve of Christmas Eve.
a lot of my friends play cricket, and they were following the cricket. And they were just as embarrassed.
Banter though, eh?
No, and we were talking about
One of
it.
them called Steve.
And none of them are called Steve.
Oh, shame.
And you put me off now.
Yeah, go on.
And I brought up the idea that I said in the last podcast is why don't we just sack off international cricket for a summer?
This is the worst.
No,
idea
no,
I've
no.
ever heard. No, I can't.
And
believe
everyone
it.
was like, "Oh, I'd have no problem with that."
I can't believe that's the worst idea I've ever heard.
Why is that such a bad idea?
I don't want to watch Sussex play.
But why is that? That's a good idea to sort the cricket out, and then we just go literally off the best people. We just pick the best people.
Do you know why? Because Balance will be in the team. That's why.
All right, and then we'll figure it out from there.
And then Bapara.
Okay.
Balance and Bapara.
Mate,
They ain't doing it. I'm not doing
no,
it.
I'm not doing it. But it's not going to happen, is it? But everyone, that's the that just shows how annoyed people have got. Everyone agreed with me that it would be a good idea.
Well, they were probably all too pissed up and just thought, you know what?
It
let's
was
shut
at
up
the
if they
start.
do
It was at the start.
this. Yeah,
Thank
pre-drinks. They were pre-drinking
you.
with
It wasn't pre-drinking, no.
They
It
were.
wasn't even one of those. It was just a nice evening.
Broad's 50. Kawhi, big fat cheat?
No.
He is.
He isn't. We watched the replay. It's in
You
his
think he's
hands.
caught that? No, it hasn't. It's bobbled under him.
Did you
It's just-
see the fall in slow-mo? It's hilarious.
Yeah, right. His
though.
head's.
He's
in
like,
the
his
ground,
head
right.
gets squished and his chest, his chin goes. So funny. And he slides on his face for a little bit.
Dirty cheater.
He hasn't cheated, he's taken that.
Right. Let's just agree. Just what I'm about
England
to
are
do.
definitely dirty cheaters.
We'll get onto that.
England are definitely dirty cheaters.
What? Let's
So
just.
dirty they didn't show it in the highlights. That
Was weird,
so
wasn't it?
dirty because they know it's dirty.
Right. Come on. Stop there. Stop. Let's just say, for argument's sake, that Kawhi dropped it. Just for this hypothesis I'm giving you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that worse than Stuart Broad just smashing a cover off it to slip and not walking? I think it is.
Is it what? You think it's worse?
Yeah, I think he knows he's dropped it. I think
And you think Stuart Broad doesn't
and
know
it-
he's nicked it?
no, but it's the umpire's decision.
Right, and they've given it to the third umpire to make the decision on the catch.
But
If you've got a third umpire, it's exactly the same.
The third
Kawaja goes, well, we'll leave it to the umpire. That's what we've got him for. If that's the
the
attitude.
thing is that it was given as a soft signal, so it was given out on pitch, where the umpires can't look at 70 meters away. The umpires can't see if that's carried or not. Not a chance. They've given that out because Kawaja's gone. Yeah, definitely caught it, and
and they reviewed it, so they must have thought he hadn't.
then there has to be that
Well, Stuart Broad goes, he hasn't caught that.
the Stuart Broad stays there, but it's given out, right?
Yeah,
So it's already with Kawaja,
yeah.
the decision. Now the third umpire has to find.
But this is completely hypothetical because he did catch it.
He didn't. The third umpire has to find conclusive evidence to say he hasn't caught it.
Yeah,
We
which
can't.
there isn't any.
Because Kawaja, who's thought this through quite a lot,
Because it's
right,
coming down,
has
he's like,
kept
I
this-
ain't going to catch it. I'm going to have to cover it up.
Why do you reckon he headbutted
There's
the
so-
ground? Keep his,
There's so
they
many
can't see it.
cameras. I'm going to have to take the face plant here and just cover it up and grab it as I'm sliding.
I've never seen anything bad as that cheating, boys. Never
Did
mind.
England ball tamper? Yes.
No,
yes, they did.
no, come on. We have to talk about the big fat 244 not out. The
Hang on, are you So we're talking about Australia cheating. We're skipping over England.
Well, we'll get on to that.
Blatantly cheating.
That's the second.
It was
innings, isn't it?
blatant.
We haven't talked about Cookie yet.
Scratchy.
More like catchy, droppy. Cheaty, wheaty. Favourite cereals, Cheetos. I
Right,
think Cheetos
Alistair
are
Cook.
cereals.
He used some footwork and he played straight.
I've never
And
seen him
he's
do
got
that. I've never seen him
244.
play like that.
Yeah. He didn't play many cut shots.
He's
he played
only
a few pulls,
Honestly, though, he's the only person in that team
And
that can do that.
a little bit hooky, but he just played straight.
He didn't cheat.
A lot of on drives. Steve
Steve
Smith
Smith
dropped
dropped
him
him twice.
twice, which is
Stinks
just
bad luck.
I love it. On a podcast, which I love. I love that he dropped him
244
twice.
is a
And
massive score.
his face, where
Yeah.
it's like his eyebrows nearly touch the end of his little nose. I loved it.
244, that's massive.
Steve Smith's like a little bit porky as well.
Oh, is it?
I tell you what I don't like. He reminds me of a kid at school that I used to hate. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Don't say his name because that's harsh. I used to hate him. Little kid, podgy, think he was great at cricket, and he wasn't. He was a year below us. His name started with an O. Does he or does he not look a lot like him?
Oh, our kid was dirty.
He did though, didn't he?
that doesn't matter.
There. Now I know my problem with him. I've discovered why.
Right, 244. He's the only person on that side that can do that, isn't he?
Yes. Should we carry on?
Let's just run through some of the stats from the game.
I think he was just in like a little bit of a time warp.
He's now scored more runs in tests than
Chandapur, Lara,
and Jai Ward.
Yeah, he
or
passed
Jai
all-
Surya. Jai Ward, no, I can't
no,
remember,
he passed all of them in that innings.
which is mental.
It's pretty impressive.
I
But he's
saw,
still quite far down the list.
yeah, I saw again. I've
I
spent like
think Tendulkar's quite a way in front.
15,000 runs.
That's a
yeah.
lot.
I think it's like 2,500, 3,000 runs to go.
Could definitely do it.
Defo. I saw on Twitter, they obviously BBC Sport or whatever put it on Twitter saying, Cook has now passed.
Yeah.
Literally said it word by word. Cook has now passed Brian Lara.
Yeah.
X
Well,
amount
that's
of
a
runs.
pretty big milestone, isn't it?
Everyone was like, "Yeah, but it took him like 60 more innings." Like, yeah, but how dare you say he's better? It's like,
I don't think that they're not.
I hate that.
I don't think anyone said he's better, have they?
No,
Than
but
Brian Lara.
but you know
That's not
what,
the
like,
point. The point
cricket-
is he scored more runs.
cricket-
That's just a fact.
cricket Twitter is, if you follow along cricket
I don't even
podcasts,
think
'cause
it really exists. Cricket Twitter.
I hate it. I can't keep my eyes off it though. Right, 244, back in form. Probably now going to go on and make.
Is that back in form? Doesn't he have to
Yeah.
go and make another innings to be back in form?
I was listening to an interview with him today actually, and he was like, "I'll still be nervous coming."
Oh well, yeah.
Sydney.
But if he makes a 20 and a 30, he's not back in form.
244 is telling me Right, here's another. Stat for
Form
Cook.
is sustained. That's a fantastic innings.
Yeah,
but
no, you are right.
he's got to go and do it again.
Cook
Not
w-
do that again. That's crazy.
Cook was out there for every single ball, unless he went off for like a
Right.
break, like a toilet break or whatever. But yeah, throughout the game, he was there for every single ball.
Yeah. Well, England only batted once, didn't they? The boy. And he carried
244
his
out of
bat.
491. You wouldn't normally expect that out of Cook. I know that's not, but him to get almost exactly half the runs.
Well, it's been ages since someone's carried their bat, isn't it?
But then,
Atherton.
yeah, but then I think the last time,
I think it was last time in an Ashes series, it was Boycott in 70 something.
if you look at the people who've carried their bat, very few have. They've all been kind of like low scoring games. Okay, there's a
Right,
few.
yeah, I see what
brilliant
you're
ones.
saying.
But
Yeah, it's a
generally, if
massive
someone carries their
innings.
bat, it will be in a.
Yeah, but if someone was going to do it over a massive thing, I mean, Cookie is just the man.
I think this has to get people off. Honestly, there were still England fans out there saying he should be dropped after this.
You can't drop him, can you? We don't have. I don't. That's the thing. It's all right dropping someone. Who the hell are you going to replace him with? Who? I mean, if we had loads of people and we're holding them back, it's like we cannot make the Andrew Strauss mistake again.
And also, right, I can understand if this was like a Vince, or let's say if this was Moeen Ali. Moeen Ali makes 244. Everyone's just like, do you know what? He still isn't good enough. This is Alistair Cook, who's like England's leading top run scorer.
Yeah.
The best other player to ever grace the game. Right, 491 all out. That sees a lead of about 160 going on into Australia's second innings.
Yeah, was this going into the 5th day as well?
The fourth day is obviously a lot of rain around the fourth day.
Yeah, okay.
And then we see the 5th day where Smith and Marsh pretty much bat out all day. The 4th day is the cheating day. What do you make of that?
Well, England's cheating.
Yeah.
Well, it's illegal. You shouldn't be allowed to do it, and they
Oh,
should be fined.
Oh, they bought
Are you
tampering.
claiming that he didn't?
Yeah.
You're thinking he's not tampering with the ball there?
I mean, it's not. He's not doing it in a naughty way.
What would be a naughty way?
Digging his
Thumbnail into
He
it.
wasn't digging his thumbnail into it. Oh, and
Have
come
you
on.
seen it?
Yeah,
It's zoomed in, and he digs his thumb into it and scratches down the side of the ball.
No, he doesn't. Why would he scratch down the shiny side?
Did you see it?
Why would
He's
no?
it doesn't matter. It
No,
doesn't matter
okay,
why
answer
he did
that.
it. I don't know. I
That's because he
wouldn't
doesn't.
I've seen it.
What I can tell you what he's doing in that.
Go on.
That's the shiny side of the ball, right?
This is just some
No.
bullshit you're talking now.
No.
You've seen it. He
Yeah.
digs his nail into the ball.
No. Stop. This is what I've heard a lot of ex-players say, which are more experienced and they should
Come
know
on
what they're
then.
talking about.
What's he doing there? What's he doing?
That's the shiny side of the ball, right? And if you look back on the videos, that will show that's the shiny side of the ball. There's no real reason why he would.
What's he doing?
No, stop it.
You're not
talking.
telling me what he's doing. You're saying if the ball was shiny.
So there's no reason for him to scratch down the shiny side when he wants to rough up the other side. He is pressing down parts of the leather because he's not. Look
No,
at his
he's
nails.
not.
He hasn't got any
He's
nails.
not. He's not
pressing
pressed.
down.
No, he's not.
That side of the leather.
No, he's not. He isn't.
I mean,
The action is like this. He's digging his nail in. He goes
He's
like
not,
that,
he's not.
and he runs it down the side
He's
of the
not.
ball.
should we watch it now?
Do you know?
Let's watch it now.
We
No.
can watch it now. It's that obvious because they don't show it in the highlights.
Well, that
He
means you.
scratched the side of the ball. I've seen it. Like, it's so blatant. It's ball tampering.
Right, England.
He's what? Oh yeah, there was that massive flap of leather hanging off, wasn't there? And he was pressing it down.
Right, we're going through it. Here we go. See, I've already watched it because I already know what was going on.
Dude, look. I can see from just the thumbnail that it shows on YouTube. The guy has just raked his thumb down it. Who is it that's doing it?
Jimmy Anderson.
Yeah. Ball tampering.
Right, here we go. It's on our screen.
Giving it a shine, giving it a shine.
It's giving it a shine.
Shine it down the back of the leg. Have a look. Which bit am I going to scratch? Have a look.
Right, so
Look! Are you telling me he's not
No.
using his nail there?
that's the shiny side.
Shut up.
He hasn't
Shut
got any, he
up.
hasn't got any nails.
Are you telling me he is not using his nail there?
Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Shine, shine, shine.
They're trying to get reverse swing.
Yeah, so one side needs to be shiny, aka that side, while the other side will be rough and rugged.
Okay, press play.
There, look, he's there. He's pressing that bit down there. This. He's not digging his nail in
Shut
there.
up!
He's
Look
not.
at that.
He's not.
He was so
Nah.
used his nail.
He's not digging his
We
nail
just
into that.
watched
Look,
it.
look what he's doing now. That looks worse.
We just
It's in front of the
watched it.
umpire. No, I'm not having it.
Oh my god!
I'm not having it. That's that.
I can't. It's like it's so blatant.
Anyway, let's just sum up that last innings.
And then we don't have the bowling attack to get Australia out in the time we had.
Well, no, 'cause it did rain, but also it was a flat pitch. You know,
Yeah, we don't have a threatening bowling attack. So on a flat pitch, we're never going to get someone out.
I don't know even if Australia would have got 20 wickets on that pitch.
No.
But I watched a
Well,
lot.
they
of,
would have if they'd have had the maximum time.
Yeah, but I think England. Well, it would have been a good game if.
Yes.
I don't think Australia were ever in a position after going 160 runs behind to win the game. Unless
No, not with the they
real
could have got
collapse.
themselves in one. They could have got themselves in one.
into a winning position.
Yeah.
So they're 160 runs behind.
Mm.
How many overs do you need at England to bowl them out?
For England to bowl them
No,
out.
how many? So the start of day 4, 160 runs behind, right?
Yeah.
How long would they have to bat for to get themselves in a position, and then how long would they have to bowl to England for?
I would have batted into the last day and had a go just before lunch
So how many do you reckon they'd have got by then? 250?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
220?
Something like that.
Do you think
Between 200 and 250.
do you think 60, 70 overs is enough
Yeah.
to bowl out England?
Yeah.
I think that would have been a good game. I think that would have definitely... Do you reckon well, we'll never know. But positive to say that at least we didn't lose.
At
That's
least
nice,
we
isn't
didn't
it?
get battered because of one man with the bat.
England's first innings with the ball, they did finish off the innings well.
Yeah.
Well, they did. You can't...
Yeah, I did. I didn't. Did I?
Yeah, you're about to. And that's only because they were tampering with the ball. They could have to do that. Is there anything else you want to add on that innings?
No.
Like, I'm not talking about the tampering. I can't bear the thing of my England boys cheering.
Oh, they definitely did.
Apparently, Trevor Bayliss went into the
Told them how to do it.
match referee and said, "Is there anything going on here?" He said, "Are you going to do anything about this?" And he said, "No, we've seen it. We don't care." So that's what he says. But Cricket Australia tweeted out being like, "Bloody hell, I have to have another look at this."
Yeah.
Cricket Australia. That's like the ECB.
What?
Basically tweeting out being Khawaja, filthy cheater.
It is cheat. It's obvious. We just looked at it.
It's not. Anything you want to end that game off and we can go straight into comments with?
No, let's go to comments.
Go to comments.
I mean, it's over and it's done. I would have liked it not to have been rain affected, so we could have seen what happened.
Yeah.
But we know who's the better team.
Stark not being part of it and Bird didn't have anywhere near the same threat
When
as
Bird
Stark.
comes out to bat, he looks like someone in like high school.
Bird's
who's, like,
run-up's
had to buy
really
the
weird.
School kit.
He's just like
And the
that.
helmet's like sat like a pork pie on top of his head. And the grill's like too close to his face and covering his eyes.
Comments. This is for the first test match.
Okay.
It was a really good test. Oh, Liam Murphy. I think Liam's first comment. Nice one, Lee. It was a really good test. I went on day 2 and the atmosphere was amazing. It was probably one
cool.
of the greatest tests of modern times. Where
Oh.
both teams had to work hard for their runs.
That's nice. I think it's just because you go there, isn't it?
Yeah, that
It's
just
always cool
like,
when you go there.
you know when you go to the cinema,
Yeah.
the film's so much more
yeah,
funnier
yeah, I agree.
or
yeah.
better.
That's cool that you went there.
Yeah, well, it'd be watching on the telly. England have got the best fans. They got the loudest fans, haven't they?
Yes, the Barmy Army, innit?
Barmy Army. Anyway, the slips. Which one of you said if Overton played, then you wouldn't watch? That sounds like something you'd say.
No, I wouldn't
No.
say that. That's you.
He was probably one of our best players over the 5 days. This is still the first test. I told you in a previous comment that he could bat. And he ended up top scoring for us in the first innings. Bit gutted we couldn't pull off the dramatic win in the end, but a good test match to watch. Hopefully we can take some confidence from it into the remaining tests.
Yeah.
A good enjoyable podcast as always. Well, thanks, Slips.
Not a fan of Overton.
No, in English conditions, I could see him being...
Can't bowl 75 and not know how to bat and get in my team.
I think him going to Australia, we're never going to
It wasn't good for him, I don't think, for his first crack. was it?
He didn't do badly, but he just didn't do... He wasn't like a match winner.
He's not good enough. Anyway, go on.
The slips again. Not sure if you guys have seen, but you made it into the top 100 cricket YouTube channels at number 89.
It's all right, isn't it?
Great stuff. Here's the link if you haven't seen it. Not sure how the slips hasn't made it though. I've actually I follow the slips on Twitter now, and the slips did make it in. I did see one of his tweets saying they have now made it into top 100.
Oh.
And the slips, doesn't need me to verify it. It's got 900 subscribers. His YouTube channel. If you are interested, he's
Sorry.
doing a little Ben Stokes career
He's got
mode.
how many
900.
subscribers?
Yeah.
How did we get in and that didn't? That doesn't make any sense.
It's not about the quantity, it's the quality.
Surely it is. Surely, anyway.
We just
Yeah, that seems
what
silly
does
to
that
me as well.
what does that mean to you? 89 out of 100. We've broken into the elite.
I think when you're top 10, innit? If you think I celebrate being in the top 100, you're having a laugh.
Thank you, Slips, for at least keeping an eye out for us. I suppose.
Yeah, that's very nice of you. Big dog.
Right. Interesting man 223. First comment, I think. Sean Marsh comment bit you back in the arse.
Yeah, for you.
Haha, much love from Australia.
Yeah.
A lot of the things I
Yes.
say on this bite
He
me back
smashed
in the
you.
arse. He's
He
Sean
has
Marsh.
smashed you.
You
You ripped him and his brother, and they've both
Brother's
come back
crap.
and smashed you.
His brother's dog
They've
shit.
bo-
He's literally
They
renowned for
both
being the
come
shit
back
one.
and they've just hammered you. Who said that? Strange Man 48.
Interesting
You're
man.
absolutely
2,
right.
2, 3. It's interesting.
It has come back and bit him.
You only
Yeah, you
sing
got
when
nothing-
you're winning comes to mind.
Hey?
You heard. Right, Cameron O'Neill. At 2050, this was during the second test, we kidded ourselves before this series. He's put these in commas. I'm actually slightly embarrassed that team went out over there. I think that's the worst team we've ever sent to Australia.
Yeah.
End of
Yeah.
commas. Ha 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 ha.
No, I stand by it. I'm pretty sure that's me.
Yeah, I think that is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, someone with the same name as you is on here. Maximus Owen, 1.
It's not the same name as me.
Your name is Owen. Cook looks to be in serious long-term decline. Uh-oh. And there's not much evidence in his record to say he's going to come good. Oh. He's never consistently scored runs against the world-class bowling attack. He feasts against lower-class bowlers or anyone having an off day.
Sorry.
All batsmen do that.
Hold on. Did it say he's never consistently made runs against a top-class attack? In 2011, I think he made like 1 billion runs in the Australia.
Would you say that was a
Test series.
top-class attack there?
Who's in their bowling attack then? You had Mitchell Johnson.
But he was.
You had.
He bowls to the left, he bowls to the right. That Mitchell Johnson's bowling is shite, isn't it?
You had.
That great big Shrek.
Yeah, Ryan Harris, who was class.
Not Ryan Harris. The great big guy, Clark. Stewie Clark. That was harsh on Ryan Harris. Did Hilton House bowl that
Hilton
test?
House.
He was a really good
He
bowler.
was good. Yeah. He made millions of runs against them. I don't think that's true.
Right, here we go. But he's not suddenly going to start scoring big runs against this Aussie attack.
All right. Okay. Well,
Comments biting you back on the butt. I've done it plenty of times. Do you
I
remember?
think that's the thing of having a podcast. If you're going to have an opinion, it's going to come back and bite you. I mean, I wouldn't go after two brothers like you did. That came and got you hard, that has.
Do you remember when I chose my Indian fantasy T20 league?
The IPL fantasy team, you picked loads of people that were banned or haven't played in 50 years. Yeah, I remember that.
GNAT27, laugh my ass off. Original.
Is that it?
Yep.
Right, is that from us
Not
just
even laugh my
crying?
ass,
Just because we were complaining, probably.
I think maybe an Australian supporter.
Damn it.
Chimnoy Sama, great episode. No, that's a nice comment. I like that. It's a little pat on the back.
No, yeah, it's just, yeah. Thank you.
Maverick792.
Oh,
Honest diagnosis of England's defeat. But it is clear that the T20 and ODIs are the priority now for them.
I don't think that's true.
I just think we're better at those. aren't
Yeah, I think we're better. I don't think they're prioritised.
we? It has to be the money thing.
Maybe.
Stark is special, like it or not.
No, incorrect.
Ricky Ponting commented on Joe Root being softly spoken is a joke. Because if given the same team, Ponting would have fared worse than Root. Give Joe Root, McGrath, Lee, Gillespie and Warne, and then talk.
I
I
don't think he would fare worse than Root.
You don't
Ricky
like Root as
Ponting's
captain?
one of the best batsmen ever.
No,
so he's going to stand up with a bat, isn't he?
He's talking about
And then that
captaincy.
fixes a lot of problems. He'd definitely bat 3 and not bottle it and bat 4. So I don't agree with that.
The thing is, though, saying anybody or give them Warne
Yeah,
and
I know.
McGrath, it's just so difficult to. Also, pep talk doesn't mean dressing up as a pirate and shouting expletives. You know, fight on the beaches is what I would be saying.
Yeah, well, we need a bit of that, don't we?
Yeah.
Just completely ignoring comment.
You're not asking your teammates to sink ships and murder people. No.
That would be what a speech that would be. Though.
Sink ships. You're going out there to sink a few ships today, boys. Though, obviously Maverick's a bit of a Joe Root fan as a captain. Or maybe saying that you're being a bit harsh on Joe Root as a captain. What would you?
I don't know how. I don't think I'm being harsh.
Well, you did say you agreed with him being a little boy and no one takes.
He
any
was.
notice
He
of him.
looks like it. It looks
But
like
you
he's
said
going to
that-
burst into tears every 5
You
seconds.
said that he can't motivate a team. You said
I
that.
don't know if I ever said that.
You said that. No,
He,
no.
he wouldn't motivate me.
No?
He looks like the youngest kid's been picked to be.
That doesn't matter what he looks like.
But that's the aura he's giving off, and that does matter.
I think the words you said were, imagine going back, not making any runs to Andrew Strauss compared to going back.
You said that.
No,
I didn't
This
say
was you
that.
because you're such a Strauss.
No, I never said that. You were the one who was like, "Oh, Straussy in the day, no one would mess with him."
No, but you
Talking
said
something about
that.
his forearms.
You you used to say. Well, you did say that people aren't going to be bothered about not making runs for Joe Root. That he has no.
Oh,
as a
I wouldn't.
captain.
Yeah, I wouldn't be scared about going back to the changing room and Joe Root being in there.
So you.
But what do you want? What? You'd be like, "Oh, good effort." Like, shh. Shut
I
up.
think you've been harsh. Right, thanks, Maverick. Owen is being slightly harsh. Nick Gill won. I think this might be Nicky's first. It might not like
Stop
being called Nicky.
abbreviating people's names.
This might be Nick or Gilly's first comment. Didn't Flintoff say that this was the best side to go
Oh,
to
you
Australia?
did. You're absolutely right. And what a pile of rubbish that was.
What a moron.
Oh, good man.
This got 2 likes.
Yeah.
Enjoy the negativity because there's plenty to moan about.
Oh, yeah.
Tired of this bullshit.
Yes.
Played well in patches.
Yeah.
Phrases from both Root and Bayliss.
Oh, needs more likes, that comment.
Oh, I've just thrown a massive one down.
Yeah, boy.
What's
his name?
Nick Gill.
Yeah, shout out.
Or I like to say Gilly. Or Nicky.
You bought a Gill star.
Last comment. Stoke strokes never get old. From Lex.
Yeah, hope not, because I'm
Welcome, Lex.
I'm gonna keep doing them.
Yeah, so am I.
I enjoy joking about it.
Anyway, next game in Sydney. What's your prediction?
Australia win.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Money in the Bank, winner takes all, England to regain the Ashes.
Who's got?
Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, hit the like button,
What do they do if they're new?
subscribe.
Yeah, nice. Do they need to hit the bell? I mean, you don't need to, but what does that do for you if you do hit the bell?
Yeah, notification.
Nice.
Every time we bring out
And
a
you're
new
not going to miss
episode.
new content.
Thing is, though, we've done quite well with this episode as well. It's the
Yeah,
day
we didn't get so down, did we? I feel we needed to the last time.
and our timing. We haven't left it days on end,
No,
but we are now going to go and play. What's the game we're going to play?
I don't know. We got. They don't need to know about it.
Liechtenstein? No, what's it called?
No, it's not.
We're going to go play some Xbox.
That's a country.
But-
You know, you can rent out the whole of Liechtenstein.
Can you?
Yeah, it's got for like 700 people. You can rent the whole place out. Anyway,
We're going to do a little bit of COD Zombies.
there you go, mate.
You know what? Xbox add this to Game Attack.
Oh, jeez.
I hate when people do that. Anyway, we will see you next time, whenever that
Twitch.
is. And
I have enjoyed it. I hope you have as well, because that's what's important.
over and
Don't
out.
forget to comment. And if you have enjoyed it, listen to the next one.